The victory's mine! Unless you're in the mood for round 2.
Withdraw! We are abandoning the Watchtower! To the airship! We'll rendezvous with the forces in Erebonia! Yes, sir!
Oh, sure. Leave the soldiers there. They can be repaired for the Imperial Army, I guess.
They're running away!
Well, this sure took a wild turn.
Master Rean gave a most impressive performance, didn't he?
I just hope he doesn't make a habit of jumping off of rooftops.
He may be reckless from time to time, but we wouldn't have him any other way.
I suppose it's time we take our leave. Know that I leave with no regrets. I was able to behold the famous Ashen Knight in person, and for that, it was all worthwhile. Do you have any objections, Black Rabbit?
Not especially. Being presented the opportunity to adjust the threat levels of multiple targets at once proved beneficial for me as well.
They're getting away!
You're not going anywhere, buddy. We've still got a whole lot of questions to ask you.
Ha ha! The curtains have only just risen for the Erebonian stage.
Yes, indeed.
I wonder what incredible fate will befall our actors. I cannot wait to see how each of you play your respective roles. Particularly you, Severing Chains.
My part in all this has long been said, but feel free to sit among the audience and watch. There is nothing in this world that could cause my love for the Rhineford family to sway.
Excuse us. Orion, Erebonia, may we meet again?
Yeah, totally! And see you, Sammy!
Sammy?
Sammy?
Please refrain from confusing Clown Soleus.
If you would, do pass on my regards to Rean Schwarzer. And now, I bid you adieu!
That was exhausting.
At least we were able to make it through unscathed.
Now that they're gone, we should set about disabling that device. Once that's done, the Highlands should start returning to normality.
Yeah, you're And just how do you know what we're here for?
Oh, I always know what you're thinking, my lady.
That's our Sharon.
Rean reunited with the others and watched as the orbital wave jamming device was disabled successfully. With the jammer now lost, both the Noble Alliance forces and Jaegers remaining in Nord withdrew to Erebonia. As a result, the 3rd Armored Division was able to focus their troops on the Erebonian side of the border as well. Thus, the crisis came to an end and peace began to return to the Highlands. Obtained a new sword from the defeated Spiegel. Heavenly Slash. I think it's safe to say that thanks to your efforts, the immediate danger to our homeland has passed. Now there is no longer any need for us to leave it behind. You truly have our deepest gratitude. We didn't do all that much, really. Yeah, besides, there's no guarantee the Highlands won't be threatened again. Unfortunately so. But the Alliance still has plenty of troops on the Erebonian side of the border to continue their assault. Should Zenda fall, I dare not imagine what could happen. Guess you'll have to remain on alert the same as always. No rest for the weary, yeah? Even so, I want you to know how much I appreciate what you did. No matter how much you look at it, you saved my homeland. For that, I couldn't be more proud to call you my friends. Ah, Gaius, it was nothing. You're welcome. But I still don't think we did anything that special. The people of Nord have been like brothers to all of us in Erebonia for centuries now. It's only right that we lend them a hand when they need one. Thank you, Rean. What he said. I completely agree. Friends and neighbors should try to help one another. It's what they do. And you guys too. Thank you. I feel like I'm going to be saying that for a while yet. Still, while the immediate danger to Nord may have passed, the same can't be said for Erebonia. Unfortunately not. Roa City is entirely under the Alliance's control, and the same is true for most of the country. And they have control of everything from the Rhineford building to the iron mine, and even the Roa Institute of Technology. I feared as much. Well, that explains one thing. There was some damning evidence on that jamming device that pointed it to being made at the Institute. That makes sense if the place is under the Alliance's control. I'm betting Schmidt was involved in its development. Schmidt? As in the Professor G. Schmidt? He's certainly supposed to be capable, but are you sure? I met him when I was little while with you, right, Grandfather? That you did. He and I go way back, but I really wish we didn't. He's not an easy guy to like. If you ask me, he was probably involved in the development of the Soldats and that giant airship of theirs too. Well, scratch probably. I can't think of a single other engineer alive who could perfect those things outside of him. You must be crazy good if you're the one acknowledging his skills. Sounds like the Alliance has a really capable man making their weapons. Schmidt aside, what brought you here to begin with, Sharon? I thought you went straight back to Roa after the war began. I would have thought Mother would be happier if you were there too. I'm here because I discovered that you were here, of course. Contrary to what you may think, that was what the Madam Chairman wanted me to do too. She did? Indeed? She asked me to come and assist you and your classmates for the time being. I haven't been able to get in contact with her since I left Roa, however. You okay, Elisa? Thanks, Rean, but I'm fine. We're talking about my mother here. I'm sure she's perfectly okay wherever she is. Right now, I need to focus on my own goals. I did promise that I'll find a path of my own to show her, after all. And I'm certain she would be pleased to hear that, my lady. I second that. You're leaving? I am. I don't know when I'll be able to return again, but I will be back. Until then, take care of Lily and Sheeta for me. I want Charles too, of course. Sure. Thank you, Gaius. But where did it go? How is there yet? Stop that, Lily. You're making it harder for me to hold back. You too. I know you'll miss him, but try to show some understanding for your brother. He has something very important he needs to do with his friends. All of this has been a stark reminder to me of how fragile the peace of this land is when one of its neighbors is at war. The threat of being drawn into that conflict may have passed for now, but may not stay that way for long. We can no longer expect to live in peace irrespective of what is happening on the other side of our borders. If I want to protect the peace of this land, I need to stand up and fight for it. Just as our ancestors did during the war all those years ago. Oh. Well said. Prince Dracos himself also first took up arms here in Nord. The warriors of Nord followed suit, taking up their spears. to fight for their friend and brother who loved this land as much as they did. You want to follow in their footsteps, do you? I do, but that isn't my only reason. During my time as a student of Class 7, Erebonia has grown close to my heart. So I'm not just fighting to protect the home of my friends, I'm fighting to protect what I consider my second home. Wow. Thanks. Don't worry, everyone. I'll return safe and unharmed, I promise. I'll also come back more mature and more aware of how I want to live my life after the war comes to an end. So stay safe and wait for me, okay? Okay. Alright. I'll do everything I can to keep everything here running smoothly while you're away. I will too. I'll be praying for you every day. May the winds and the goddess watch over you while I'm away. Farewell. And their parting words said, the time has come to leave the land of Nord behind. It is amazing to me how much more enjoyable Nord is in Cold Steel 2. It's just... It's so much fun here. Helps having fast travel, though. Definitely helps. Gaius' family happily waved to them until they were out of sight, and swearing silently to return to Nord another day as they entered the Spirit Path. They started on their journey back to Ymir. Oh dear God, I'm tired. Phew, we're back. Yeah, and we're all in one piece. This is where we fought that huge monster when we came here last time, right? See, Millium was there. She just said nothing at all throughout the drama CD. Absolutely nothing. Can't believe we got this far so fast. This is what the Spirit Path can do. Unbelievable. I had no idea there already existed a means of transportation faster than trains or airships. And it's called the Spirit Path because it's really only intended to be used by spirits. Not really meant to be used by humans to travel from place to place. We'll all have to be very grateful to Master Valimar for allowing us to do so then. And even more grateful still for saving us from quite a perilous situation at the Watchtower as well. Yeah, he certainly did. Thanks, Valimar. Only because of you that we were able to make it back here together. Have a good rest. You've earned it. Acknowledged. Entering nap mode. Do not hesitate to call my name again, should the need arise, my Awakener and his friends. Looks like he went to sleep. Let's get our butts back to Ymir. We need to let those guys who stayed behind see all the happy faces we brought back. Woohoo! I can't wait to see Claire. Everyone good to go? We should be able to make it before nightfall. There's the thing, it's sort of like... I expected Toval to have said more with Phantom Thief B. That's why one of the reasons anyway, I was bringing him along. It was like, I expected something more there. I mean, there was something, you still saw something, but just a little bit more. And we took Claire last time, so you know. We're here! And not a moment too soon with how dark it's become. It's nice to be back here again. Yeah, it's only been a couple of months since we were last here, but it feels more like a couple of years. Suppose that just goes to show how much of an impression Ymir's left on me. It's nice to hear you like this place as much as I do. Something feels off, though. It's a lot noisier compared to usual. Oh, Rean. Glad to see you're all okay. Yep, perfectly okay. Yeah, we just got back.
Claire! I'm so happy to see you!
Millium,
So you were in Nord.
I'm so glad that you're all right. It's wonderful to see you again.
Yeah, same to you. That new outfit you got looks smoking on you, too.
Smoking, huh?
I see you were able to bring back a few more familiar faces. We sure were. It's good to see you're well, Captain. Yeah. It's a pleasure to see you again. Still, what's all this commotion about? Something's not right here. Oh, right. It's about your dad, Rean. Oh no. Something wrong with Dad. Nope. He woke up, actually. He regained consciousness? Really? He did, yes. He isn't fully recovered, but this is definitely a major step in the right direction. And I'm sure he'd be happy to see you if you would come with us. Welcome home, Rean. And I see your friends are with you too. Hello there. I'm sorry I can't do much to welcome you, but I'm happy to see you here. Dad. Not at all. We're just glad that you're awake. We heard about what happened, sir. It's wonderful to know that you're well enough to talk to us like this. I appreciate your concern. Incidentally, I hear that you, Toval, and Captain Claire, I believe, have been watching over the village in my stead. On behalf of the people of Ymir, I'd like to thank you for all you've done. As this village's lord, I truly could not feel more honored to have your aid. No need to thank me. It's just a little something I was doing on the side. The people of Ymir have shown me nothing but kindness during my stay. It's the least I can do to repay that kindness. And I have every intention of keeping up with my patrols to ensure this village sees no further bloodshed. My thanks to both of you. If Ymir could stay out of harm's way, I know that my family could rest easier. I'm aware my injuries have caused both of you plenty of grief, Lucia and Rean. And I hope you'll forgive me for worrying you. Had I not been so utterly incompetent, Elise and Princess Alphen would never have been taken from us to begin with. You know you don't need to apologize. Them being captured isn't your fault, Dad. It never was. What matters is that you pulled through for us. That in itself is a miracle. Now, you leave everything else to us and focus on recovering. We'll bring them back. I promise. Absolutely. We fully intend to do everything we can to support you. Yeah, we'll bring them back in no time. As long as Class 7 is together, there's nothing we can't do. I couldn't agree more. I have every confidence that you'll rescue Lady Elise and Her Highness. Well, aren't you guys just brimming with optimism? Still, we only got 3 members of Class 7 to find now, which means that if all 3 are around Legram, that's where we'll find Emma. Assuming they stay there, yeah. And then we can finally be together again. I'll be praying to Adios for you. And remember, make the most of the time you have to take a well-earned break. You won't be able to leave tomorrow regardless, yes? That's right. Need to wait for Valimar to finish recovering. That only took about a day last time. Don't see why it would be any different this time. I admit a part of me wishes we could leave right away, but we'll just have to sit tight and be patient. I think it'd be for the best anyway. We can double-check Ymir's defenses one last time while we wait too. Thank you, Toval. I wish you all well. I leave Elise and Princess Alphen and... Oh. Looks like he went back to sleep. He still hasn't got most of his stamina back, I'm afraid. It'll be a little while longer before he's ready to see any of the villagers too. I see. That's not surprising, really. In the meantime, it would be my honor to assist you in any way I can. I'm confident that my skills as a maid will prove to be of use. I thank you. I'd be delighted to take you up on that. And like your father said, take care to rest as much as you can tomorrow. Of course. And you should take care not to overwork yourself, please. We're happy to help out however we can. Indeed. That was how we had all made it safely back from Nord. Word of my father's awakening spread throughout the village like wildfire. And while there were still plenty of dark times looming on the horizon, for the first time in a while, the people of Ymir had a reason to smile. Sharon joined the party. Rean and Sharon can now use overdrive. With Rean acting as a medium, Elisa and Sharon can now use overdrive when linked with one another. A medium. Name of the game, everyone. Ymir resting day 2. A Wednesday. Looks like Dad's staying in bed today. Good. He needs all the rest he can get. I'm glad he's woken up at least, even if he's still got a long way to go until he's fully recovered. I'll bet everyone else has gone out for the day. I should probably go find something to do too. Got to make the most of today to get ready for tomorrow. We received bonding points. Let's get one out of the way before we do anything else. Let's see. Where is Sharon here? Let's go see them down in the kitchen. See what's going on here with Sharon. Why are you doing the cooking, Sharon? I thought it might be the best way to make myself useful. Lady Schwarzer and I have been plotting out all sorts of culinary concepts that could aid with your father's recovery. You look shockingly comfortable in our kitchen. Never gave it much thought before, but seeing an Ouroboros enforcer standing in my house is kind of weird. Something the matter, Master Rean? Could I make you a favorite dish or something of the sort? Lady Elisa is out shopping for ingredients at the moment, so it's not late to put in any special requests. I could gladly leave deciding the dinner menu to the two of you. You would just like a married couple. Whatever you want to make will be just fine. I don't know why I'm wasting my time worrying about her past. She's still our Sharon, no matter who she worked for. Yeah, well, I've got it on my mind, though. Maybe I should take some time to ask her a bit about Ouroboros. Yes. So this is kind of out of the blue, but do you mind telling me a bit about Ouroboros? If you can, anyway. I feel like I should learn as much about them as possible, since we're almost definitely going to face off again. Goodness. Would you be willing to accompany me out onto the mountain path again? I mean, sure, but why? You'll see when we get there. Though if you need some time to get ready, I can wait. I do not. Oh, a dead end? What exactly did you bring me here for, Sharon? Is there something here that I'm not seeing? This should be far enough from the village. You wouldn't want to cause any trouble for anyone, This is where you die, Rean. What are you doing? Please draw your blade, Master Rean. Allow me to take this opportunity to give you a little due practice. Practice? Where did this come from? I'm sure you don't need me to inform you of this, but Ouroboros has chosen to support the Noble Alliance in their endeavors. The agents assisting them are incredibly powerful and skilled, much like the Phantom Thief. They're all that powerful? Should you choose to define the way you and your classmates fight as good, then the society of Ouroboros is nothing short of evil. Trying to fight evil such as that head-on is pure folly. But I, too, am part of the society. Perhaps by fighting me, you can discover something that will help you stand up to them. And I think that will be far more useful to you than simply learning information about the group that may serve no purpose. I see. Alright then. I accept your challenge. No holding back, Master Rean. I need to see what you're truly capable of. The impromptu training session then quickly began. Sharon showed no mercy, subjecting Rean to the full might of her many skills. And he struggled valiantly to find an opening to mount a counterattack, barely enduring an onslaught. That was wonderful. Takes some impressive skill to be able to catch one of my steel wires in such a short period of time. I was only able to catch the one, though. This had been a real combat situation and you were fighting to kill. I'd have been torn to shreds long before that. Oh, that may well be true. Still, you determinedly tried to find ways to turn overwhelming odds in your favor, never once giving up. Seeing that was enough to make me believe this practice session was not in vain. Mind if I ask a question, Sharon? Why do you do so much to help us when you're supposedly still with Ouroboros? Seems strange to be trained on how to fight against their members by someone who's part of the group. The enforcers of Ouroboros are granted a certain degree of freedom in what we do. Simply exercise that freedom to choose serving yourselves and the Reinford family over Ouroboros. Though the fact that I am a member of the society does not change, of course. There's approximately nothing for me. At the very least, I can assure you that you have nothing to worry about. Until this war reaches a conclusion, I'll fight alongside you and your classmates. That, I promise. My love and my devotion are with not only Lady Elisa, but with each and every one of you. I swear to the goddess, I'll protect and fight for you with all that I am. Thank you. I'll be counting on you, Sharon. Always. Nothing would make me happier. The conversation over, Sharon gave Rean first aid for the injuries he had sustained during the battle, and together they happily returned to Ymir. Lovely. I must admit, I found that training incredibly rewarding, but now that you've exercised, you should eat something nutritious and take a rest. Nothing that will spoil your appetite for tonight's dinner, of course. Of course. Right, so let's see about the one over there, which I think is Claire's, but with Millium. Oh no, all the way around. Millium's with Claire. This spot's got the best view of the whole town you can get. Now where am I gonna play today? Someone mentioned a spot where you can snowboard around here. Sounds like it'd be kind of fun. Nice to see she's making herself at home. If she's interested in snowboarding, she might need some help to get started. Maybe I should go with her. Yes? Snowboarding, huh? Want me to join you? I hate to assume, but I'm guessing you've never gone before. I grew up around snow, so I can show you the ropes if you want. You mean it? That'd be awesome. But I did say I'd lend Claire a hand today. Go have fun. You can help me out later. Boom. Schedule cleared. Let's go carve some powder. That's what you say, right? No. Wow. This course is super nice looking. Yep, all the younger guys in the village helped make it. It goes for me too, of course. It was a while before enrolling at the academy. Really? Neat. Alright, time to have some fun. But you've never used a snowboard, right? You should probably start by learning the basics instead of trying to have a race right off the bat. Nah. Why go through all the boring stuff when I've got Lammy? What kind of trouble are you conjuring up this time? Lammy! Let's go snowboarding. I'll race on Lammy, you race on your snowboard, and we'll see who claims victory. You can't be serious. There's not much point in racing on a snowboarding course if you're just going to fly over everything. But it'll be fun! And fun's all that matters. Well, she's right. So let's go, go, go! Team fall back, enemy spotted. How does one go? How do I go?
Ha!
There we go, I'm faster now. Like, just there's nothing to avoid. There's nothing to avoid, guys. It's just snow. This is enjoyable, though. It is enjoyable. So seriously, just to know I could catch up with her. I don't know why I can make a Nyam sound. That's not exactly how it works, but you know, sure, slow down. Give me a chance. Yeah. Wow, nicely done. And victory is mine. Huh, look at you, Rean. Can't believe you beat Lammy. Well, I'm pretty used to snowboarding, and this is the beginner course. How to get them, short is fast though. Racing against him reminded me of when we were chasing you two all across the Highlands. Guess you did, huh? Lammy can do way more than this though. Probably the only one who could really take him down would be that one girl in Sammy. Actually, now that you brought that up, you wouldn't happen to know anything about her, would you? I mean, you got the same surname. That can't be a coincidence. Beats me. All I can tell you is that was definitely the first time we've ever met. Maybe she's a friend of a friend or something? That doesn't explain the surname. You know, I really don't know much about Millium. Might be classmates, but she doesn't talk much about her background. Maybe she's just not ready to. Who cares who she is anyway? Friend, foe, or distant relative, she kidnapped Elise and the princess, right? Well, yeah, but we're gonna save them, Rean. If fighting her is what it takes to make it happen, then that's just what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna help, because that's what classmates are for, right? Right you are. Thanks, Millium. We still don't have any clues as to where the two of them actually are, but I'll be counting on you to help us find out, and to rescue them when that time comes. You betcha! They stayed out for a while longer to enjoy the wintry scene together. Then they headed back to Ymir. Ooh, character attack. Cute. Right, so let us now end this part here. In the next part, 4 more bonding scenes. I imagine, anyway. They may go on a bit, I don't know. We'll see you in the next part anyway. Ta-ta for now.